This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé. And you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Oh, the joys of parenting.
What happened? You had me with your tease.
So Bodhi he broke my heart this past weekend.
No, Bodhi guy wouldn't do that.
He did. Do you remember, let me ask you this. Do you remember the time in your life where...
Do you remember?
You remember?
You said remember the time. I went full Michael.
Do you remember when you didn't want to hold your parents' hand anymore at the mall, or you didn't when they were dropping you off? You kind of wanted them to like disappear so your friends wouldn't see them. Do you remember that in your life?
I do, but it happened much later than 3.
Yeah. Okay. So no, that didn't happen yet.
Okay.
No, he's still obsessed with me. That's not it.
Good. I was about to get very sad for you.
But that I'm expecting. Like that I know is coming. I understand that is heartbreaking, and that's part of the you're raising these children to be independent, and they get this independence, but it's heartbreaking. I get it. Over the weekend, I was disciplining Bodhi because he was like jumping on one of our stools. It was like a high stool. So it was like, Bodhi, like that's dangerous, get off. And he's like, don't say that to me. And I'm like, what? Bodhi, it's dangerous. Okay, I need you to be careful. And he's like, I don't love you anymore.
What?
What? And I said, what? And he goes, I don't love you anymore. I don't love you anymore if you say that to me.
What?
And,
what?
And my initial reaction was exactly that, was to react in a big way, because I'm like, what do you mean you don't love me anymore? And but then I thought if I give it too much of a reaction, then he'll know it works.
Yes.
And I'll keep doing it. So
yes.
I try not to react. But the whole time I'm like,
did you pack his bags and kick him out?
No. But it's like,
oh, man.
You don't, how do I explain to him? Like, you can be angry with me. You can be frustrated with me. You can not like what I'm saying, but you can't tell me you don't love me. But he's 3.5. He doesn't understand.
You're trying not to have a big reaction. Meanwhile, you're sobbing.
Yeah. Inside, I was like, what do you mean? I thought you were going to live with me forever.
Where did he learn this behavior?
I don't know. Maybe he's experimenting. He's pushing the envelope. Maybe he knows that it's something I love hearing. Because when I pick him up from school, he'll be like, I missed you, Mama. And I'm like, you did? And he's like, I love you, Mama. And I'm like, I love you too. Maybe he sees how much joy I get from him saying that. And he was like, let me take it away.
So because you're taking away his joy of standing on stools, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is his way of I'll be honest. If you told me Sia said this, I wouldn't be that surprised. But not Bodhi.
Not Bodhi guy.
Not Bodhi guy.
I know, and I know what's coming, and I'm looking at you, Steph, because they're teenagers right now, but we're going to go into those teenage years where there's going to be slamming doors, I'm sure. And
my son is a teenager. He just turned 13 in August, so...
And he slammed a door to celebrate.
But I don't ever recall them saying that. They would do, awful things and kind of not talk to me. It was more like silent treatment.
Right.
Is that worse?
I don't know what's worse, because now when you say that, I'm like, wow, that's hurtful.
That broke my heart.
And I'm sure he doesn't know exactly what he's saying, right? He's trying to get a reaction from you.
Yes. And I did say to him, I said, sometimes I get angry and frustrated too. I said, but I always love you. Thinking
that's a good response.
That he would be like, I love you too.
And he's like, I still don't love you.
I don't love you.
He's like, cool story, Ma. I don't love you.
Yeah.
But now I'm going through I told my son when he comes in the car and I pick him up, I'm like, where's my hug? Where's my kiss? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, no.
Yes.
I'm like, you still have to acknowledge that you're getting in my car and I want to hug and kiss. Your friends aren't going to see you, but all that is happening.
Okay,
so.
as a boy, turning into a man, is it any consolation if I tell you that, yes, I went through that phase, but then at some point you become an adult, and now every time I see my mom, I give her a hug. I tell her I love her every time I'm on the phone with her, which is every day.
Yes. I know that's coming again.
It's coming back.
It's so hard to deal with.
It comes back.
It comes back. Yeah.
Does that make it better?
It does. I mean, in this, right now, no. But I know. I know better. I know this is my job. I know everything's going to be okay. But in the meantime, he doesn't love me anymore.
I think Sia infiltrated him. She's brainwashed him.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So, Gurdeep, you are good at most things. We know this. However, I found a weakness. I found something that you're just not good at. And I don't even know if you know this about yourself. It happened on the show yesterday, but it's happened before.
Okay. I have many weaknesses, but which one did I reveal on the show?
Well, so we were playing Cash Call, and you were very excited for our player who won $1,000.
Yeah.
And you went to woohoo. And most people just go, woohoo, or like, woohoo, or there's obviously some range. Yours sounded like this.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, fine. Okay, yes, it did. But I'll tell you, I had a bit of a sore throat yesterday. So my woohoo was compromised.
Oh.
But I didn't want to not have the same excitement for our big $1,000 winner just because I had a sore throat from the weekend.
Making excuses for your woohoo. This is not the first time it's happened. In fact, listen, this is from months ago.
Woohoo! Woohoo! You've just been recording my woohoos?
Yes.
How long have you been sitting on this?
Because they're ridiculous.
Hold on.
The first time you did it, it was odd. And actually, it's Steph who's been recording them. And now there's at least 2 occasions now where your woohoos, what's wrong with them?
Hold on. Can we hear both of them back to back? Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, yeah, they're strained.
You almost sound like Homer trying to woohoo.
But he's probably really good at it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like after the playoffs and the Leafs were.
No. Can you do it right now, right on the spot? Okay. You just won $1,000. Woo! Yeah. Woo!
Woo! No? Woo! Why do my woohoos suck?
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be coming from my diaphragm? It's all in my throat.
I think maybe that's the problem.
Woo! Oh, yeah, it's all in my throat. That's not good.
Do you think that maybe you could just like take it down a few notches and just be like, let's do it slowly. Woo-hoo.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, and now a little bit more possessed.
Woo-hoo.
Like you mean it.
Woo-hoo. No? Why am I so bad at it? I'm so glad this isn't in Can't Be Gurdeep.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing.
Woo! Oh, where does it go? The woo is fine. I lose it on the who.
On the who, something happens to you. Woohoo!
Woo! What the heck? It starts in my stomach and then it ends in my throat and it loses all. It's like a kite in the air and then the wind just stops and it just falls flat.
Yeah, maybe we got to work on some like vocal exercises to get your woohoos in check.
I do have a friend who's a speech pathologist. She could probably coach me through this.
Okay, let's call him.
Okay, you know what? It's not just, by the way, yeah, you want to put that on me? Bike lock key?
Bike lock key.
Yeah, you got headgear when you say bike lock key for some reason.
I had too much saliva in my mouth. Bike lock key.
Yeah.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, we got 2 stories you need to know. Okay, so did you know there's a way to make broccoli even healthier than it already is?
Okay.
Just by adding one ingredient to it. So when you cook broccoli, you lose nutritional compounds. It could be the temperature, it could be the pH that changes that nutritional makeup.
You're all the pH I need.
Well, and it's a lot.
Uh-huh.
I do. I give you a big dose of it, don't I? This happens with many veggies. So think like kale, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, where you lose that nutrition just by cooking it, right?
Okay.
So this one ingredient can bring it back. Ready?
Okay.
It's ground mustard seed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say ground beef.
I'm eating beef. No, it's ground mustard seed, and the chemical properties in it add something back to the broccoli, which is what you lose in the cooking process. It's an enzyme called, here we go.
You're about to get sciencey on us.
It's called myrosinase.
Mayonnaise?
That's what I read too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Myrosinase look like mayonnaise to me. When veggies are cooked at high temperatures, they lose those enzymes that protect us from cancer, diabetes, heart disease. Myrosinase. So why mustard seeds?
Yeah.
The mustard seeds are dehydrated at a low enough temperature that enzyme, myrosinase, is not impacted. So it's pretty easy to do once your broccoli is cooked.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be roasted, sautéed, steamed, even grilled, whatever.
Air fried, yeah.
Yep. Simply toss the finished product with a teaspoon of ground mustard seed, and that's it.
What is ground mustard seed? Like I buy raw mustard that
You can
make
get it
salad dressing
You
with.
can get it like in the spice aisle.
Ground mustard seeds. You just toss it, like put it in a bowl, toss a little ground mustard seed on your.
Adds a little extra flavor, and it will bring all the nutrition that you're losing back.
That's crazy. That's amazing. So any vegetables we cook, we should probably just dust it with some ground mustard seed.
You can add garlic. You can add all these other things to it too, but just make sure you include the mustard seed.
Okay, that's an easy pivot. I'm going to do it.
Then you're going to re-up your myrosinase.
I was still ready to make fun of you, but in fact, I'm going to take this one away and actually use it.
Legend has it. I sometimes know what I'm talking about. Yeah, what do you have?
Here's what I got. So, Taylor Swift. If I told you Taylor Swift has inspired a new entry to dictionary.com. Would you have a guess as to what that word would be?
Ophelia. No, I'm kidding. That's just on the mind.
Wow, that's great. No, it's the word Swiftie.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I know. Like, it seems obvious now, right? It's been added to the digital archive at dictionary.com. It joins fellow fandom identifiers like, I always say this one wrong. Is it Bayhive or Beehive?
Oh, it's a beehive.
Beehive.
Yeah,
says
she's Queen
Christopher.
Bee.
He's
Beehive.
part of the Beehive. He knows.
He knows.
So that's for Beyonce fans. Jay Knight. I didn't know that one for fans of Jane Austen. And Trekkie for Star Trek fans.
Oh, okay.
So Taylor Swift, by the way, I didn't know that it makes sense. She's very smart business-wise. She formally trademarked Swiftie in 2017.
So good.
In 2022, she put out like bags, totes, other merch with Swiftie on it. So she now owns that. So dictionary.com says the term earned its spot because lexicographers, that's right, only add words that are widely used, widely understood, and likely to stick around as a useful part of the general audience. Dictionary.com says that they had a particularly large winter edition, 1,500 new entries
Wow.
to Dictionary.com, including Swiftie. Some of the other terms that have been added recently, prompt engineering, there are a lot of AI-based. Prompt engineering, large language model, which is ChatGPT.
Okay.
Nanoplastic, and then don't ask me what these two mean, I didn't look them up. Copium,
Copium.
side quest, I know what that is, and Glamazon. So there you
Ooh,
go.
Glamazon made it in now? What is
you know,
it like?
you know what it is?
Yeah, when you're Glamazonian. Everybody knows that.
What does that mean?
No idea.
Okay, all right. We'll have to look that one up and get back to
So
you.
are you still waiting for, because you're a One Direction fan, are you still waiting for whatever they're called?
Oh, what are they called?
Are they One
Directioners?
Directioners? Or just 1D?
No, one. Yeah, that's a little offside. No, I mean they're the band's not together, so I think we can let that one go.
Okay, let's let it go.
All right, we're done now.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's National Old Stuff Day.
Okay.
National Old Stuff Day. We all have stuff that we hang on to, and sometimes it's got sentimental value. Sometimes it's just one of those things where you're like, I'm hoarding this. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting rid of it. I love it. It's my favorite chair. It's my favorite shirt, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
I was surprised to learn that you have now been driving your car for 16 years?
Yeah, when I think old stuff day, the first thing I think of is my car, and think about what you have that's really old, maybe in the home. Yeah, in May, my car, my Hyundai Genesis 2.0 Coupe, is going to be 16 years old. I got it in 2010. My dad helped me pick it out because he knew a lot about cars. And because I've lived downtown for the last 15 years, I've only got 160,000 kilometers on it.
In all of that time?
So it averages out almost cleanly to 10,000 kilometers a year, which anyone who knows anything about cars will tell you that's a very low mileage for a car that's that old. It runs great, knocks on wood. It's given me no problems. It's in a parking lot, someone bumped into me in the back, so like there's a little bit of damage on the back left, but other than that, she's a beaut.
Wow. So
Yeah.
the secret to the longevity is not using her?
Using her just enough. You got to give her just the right amount of attention. Like I drive here to work, it's like 5 kilometers back. I go to Etobicoke to see my family once a week. In summer, maybe go to a cottage or two.
Right.
That's about it.
Wow. So if you think about it, 2010 is when you got it.
Yeah.
Think about where you were in life. Go back to 2010.
That's what I think about.
Is that nuts for you? Like you probably have so many memories attached to the car now.
Yeah, I just started working with you at CP24, the last
That's
place.
right, yes.
And I just got that gig. I got a new car. I was living at home with my parents in the process of looking for a place downtown. It was a very transitional, exciting time in life.
I'm trying to think of all the breakups that probably have happened in that car.
In the car, the consummating of the relationships that also happened
What?
in that car.
No, that was too much information.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So 160 clicks, right? That's what you said?
160,000
clicks?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
okay.
I'm gonna drive this thing like until they don't drive no more. If I can get it to 2030, because it's manual. I love manual. Why take on more debt if I don't have to take on more debt?
Yeah, I used to drive a 91 Toyota Corolla back in the day, and we got it to
Yeah.
200,000, and
Whoa.
and there was no problems.
I see your 200. That's a challenge.
Yeah,
I'll try and
actually,
get there.
you know what? If you're in an older car or you've had your car for many years, we want to hear from you. Give us a call, or you can text us at 981-981 as well. Do you have a car that's older than Gurdeep's?
Is anyone driving a car longer than I've been driving my car? 16 years. Can you top that?
All right, let's get to some calls here. Linda in Brampton. So do you have a car older than Gurdeep's?
Mine is a 2007 Honda Accord.
Oh, 2007. You got me beat. How many kilometers do you have on it?
It's almost hitting 300,000.
Whoa. Your car is almost 20 years old and you're at 300,000 kilometers. And it's still driving well?
Oh, it's driving wonderful.
Those are some good cars.
Have a great day. Thanks so much for the call, Linda.
Okay, thank you. You have a great day, too.
Those are some good cars
They
indeed.
are. They don't make them like they used to.
Text here from Peter saying, morning, guys. 2012 Ford F-150. Just this morning, 235,000 kilometers.
And he included photos, by the way, as proof.
Okay, and he also finishes text with, runs mint, looks mint. I haven't heard mint since grade 8. Peter didn't say where he's from. I'm going to guess Woodbridge.
No.
No? Can I say that?
I mean, I'm sure they said mint in lots of places.
Mint. That's mint.
Look. The car's old and the saying's old and it's all good. It's old stuff day. Let's go take another call here. Christy from Burlington. Do you have a car that's older than Gurdeep's?
I've been driving one for 17 years.
Oh, you just edged me out. Why you got to do me like that?
I'm sorry.
How many kilometers do you have on it?
399,750.
Are you kidding me? What?
You're pushing 400K? You drive a lot.
I do.
I didn't know you could even take a car that far.
Me neither.
What kind of car is it, Christy?
I have a 2009 Hyundai Elantra.
Yes, 2009 Hyundai Elantra.
And you drive a Hyundai too, so
I do. Wow. Okay, maybe this has way more runway than I thought. I'm trying to get it to 200K. Maybe I should be aiming for half a schmil.
Maybe. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Great. Thank you. Have a great day.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast
the Daily Double.
with Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, we got 2 stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
Well, not sure about you. My algorithms were taken over from their usual offering of sports and girls to Jim Carrey. All my algorithms were Jim Carrey.
Okay, I heard about this. Apparently, he looks so different. He's unrecognizable.
Yeah, there's an online conspiracy that he has been cloned and that the Jim Carrey we're seeing isn't the real Jim Carrey. This is because, he's kept a pretty low profile for years. He's been largely out of the Hollywood spotlight. He's been painting and writing and been a bit of a recluse. But he showed up at an award show in Paris a few days ago to accept the Lifetime Achievement Award, and the internet is freaking out that whoever showed up isn't actually Jim Carrey.
How come?
Because he's puffier and the slant around his eyes looks different and he has less wrinkles and he sounds different.
So this is not just like he got work done.
Well, I don't get it. To me, it's just clearly work. Like, it's clearly Jim Carrey to me, just with some work done. Has no one seen any reality TV, Real Housewives or Love is Whatever? Like, everyone has work done.
Coming to, our screens. Love is whatever.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
going to be great.
Real Housewives of wherever. They all have work done. They're all plastic. Yeah, guess what? Jim Carrey just got some Botox done. He looks a little weird. It's Hollywood. I will say, the fact that he sounded different, I don't have an explanation for that. That's a little strange that he doesn't sound like Jim Carrey.
Well, maybe we're just not used to hearing him. It's been a while since we've heard from him.
I guess. I mean, he doesn't sound like Ace Ventura the Mask. Like, he's not like Shamokin.
Well, he's not in character. I don't know.
It's fair.
I'm going to Google this now because now I'm curious.
Please have a look at it. Okay, what do you got?
Okay, so Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
Look
what
at that.
good segue.
Yeah,
Harry and Lloyd.
Yeah, well, and he's been in the newsroom. He's been on many things. He directs as well. He's not just an actor. He was on Stephen Colbert, and he was asked about his favorite sandwich. Apparently, Colbert does this with all of his celebrity guests. So Tom Hanks likes a ham and Swiss, hold the tomato. John Krasinski likes a meatball sub. Jodie Foster likes a BLT, heavy on the B. She said that.
Heavy on the B?
Heavy on the B.
Okay.
But I don't think he was expecting to hear this as Jeff Daniels' favorite sandwich,
Okay.
who, by the way, is a foodie. Listen.
Okay.
Pita bread. You need some creamy peanut butter. Pita bread, those circular things,
Right.
With
Unless
a little
you-
air pocket in if you want. But we aren't
We
gonna
don't
open
pocket
it.
this one?
No, we put the 1/4 inch of creamy peanut butter.
Oh.
And then you're getting Ruffles, cheddar, and sour cream potato chips. And you're getting a handful of them and you're crunching them up. And then you're sprinkling them on the peanut butter. Then you're getting your favorite brand of barbecue sauce. But the peanut butter, the Ruffles
Barbecue.
potato chips and the barbecue, fold it over, boom, It's my 3 favorite tastes: peanut butter, that brand of potato chips, and the barbecue. So it's like visiting 3 countries at once, and they're all in your mouth.
Wow. I was kind of with him until the barbecue sauce.
Right? So it's, of course, gone viral. People are now trying it, and the reviews are in. Are you ready?
Okay.
It's apparently finger licking good.
Well, yeah.
Many online have said that he likely came up with this on April 20th, or that they're going to try this on April 20th.
That seems like maybe the only day you should have it for the year,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's not so good for the health.
Yeah, there you go.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So get this, Burger King has rolled out a new AI system that is listening in on their employees, okay? It's called BK Assistant. His name's Patty. Get it? Like
Oh, okay.
Burger
All right.
Patty?
I
Yeah.
applaud that.
And they basically compile friendliness scores for all of their employees at these fast food locations based on their conversations. So it's all about making sure that, there's good customer service. It will give you like tips on how to, maybe do better or handle situations. They're piloting this system at 500 U.S. restaurants. But, the whole thing is it's embedded in their headsets and essentially might feel like, as an employee, like you're being
surveillance.
You're being spied on.
Yeah, listen, I understand why if you're Burger King or some big corporation, you're doing this. Quality control, help you weed out the bad apples, promote the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but if I was on the other end of it, if I'm the employee, it would be hard not to feel a little violated.
Yes.
Now, it's weird because you and I, everything we do is we're on. What we're saying is going to the air right now.
Yes.
But imagine everything we were saying in between segments was being surveilled. A, I don't think we'd be employed. And B, I would feel a little violated.
There is something about when you're being watched, do you act differently as well? Like now you're no longer being yourself, right? There's something about that.
They've done scientific studies to show, yes, when you are being watched, people act differently. We're all guilty of it.
You got surveillance now in the hallways of your condo building?
Yes. So they just added this. They added surveillance in the condo. Like every single floor now has cameras in the hallway. And I got to tell you, Pooch, this just went up like 2 weeks ago. I'm acting different.
What do you mean?
Like
in the hallway?
Yeah. So because I'm up at the crack of stupid, there's times when, like before the cameras went up, where I'd just be like kind of like bebopping and scatting down the hallway, or I'd be singing a little bit, or I'd be doing some stupid dance.
In the hallway?
Yeah, because like I'm up, it's like 4 a.m. I know there's like no chance of running into anyone at that time, and I'm taking coffee out for a quick pee, and like I'll just be like blah 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 blah, and like just dancing in the elevator.
You bleep bloop at home?
Yeah, doors are opening, and I keep on dancing because I'm like, no one's gonna be in the elevator.
Right.
And now I find that I start doing it, and then I catch myself, and I'm like, I'm the only one up in the building. The concierge right now this is the only action he's seeing on the camera. He's probably watching me.
Wow. So you just walk straighter? And
I'm like, I'm gonna act normal. Like press the button, stand still.
You turn into a robot.
Yes, I do.
See, like I don't, on the one hand, I totally get it from the perspective of feeling spied on. Then the other side of me really wants to spy on you. Like I'm trying to picture not in the hallways because that's just interesting, but I'd like to like spy on you on a date.
On me specifically?
I would love to be a fly on the wall on one of your dates.
Wait, hold on. But this is literally reality TV. This is all you watch.
Yes.
Don't you just watch people on dates on Love is Whatever?
Yes. There's something to it. Like I feel like, because I know you in here and I know you as my friend, and like, we're not exactly mature. I wonder, are you like all suave on a date? Are you like very well put together and not the way you are here in here?
No, I'm pretty dumb.
Are you?
It's me in here as well, except I'm adding in a ladies.
Oh no. Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
I'd love to like spy on even my kids, like at school, just to see what they're like when I'm not around. Because they're different. I'm sure they're different.
Hold on. You do spy on your kids. You literally have the baby monitor. It'll come on sometimes during the segment. You're like, oh, look, Bodhi turned over. You know, like show us the thing. And Bodhi's like making noise and see us like, shh.
I'm like, oh, he's wearing blue socks today.
You do spy on your kids.
It's true.
You do watch reality TV, which is spying on people on dates. You're already doing plenty of surveilling. You're worse than Burger King.
Okay, at least I'm admitting to it. There are people I know who are listening right now who are probably like, I would like to spy on someone.
Okay, fine. Let's see if let's test that theory. If you could spy on someone, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
Maybe it's your coworker. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's your
boss.
kids. Maybe it's your boss.
Right? You're like, what do they do all day?
I want a camera in that corner office.
Yes.
See what's going on.
Fishtifer, for you, who would that be?
Oh man, I'm so nervous because I know he just got in the car and he's driving to work right now. He's definitely listening to this, but my partner,
he's spying on you right now.
Yeah.
He's spying on me right now. I would spy on my partner, Taylor, while he's at work, because I don't know that side of him. He's a whole other person, in the 9-to-5 world.
At work, Taylor
At
is
work,
different,
Taylor.
you think?
That's a good point because, he knows. How long you guys been together?
15 years.
15 years. You know home Taylor, relationship Taylor. You don't know work Taylor.
I have no idea about work, Taylor.
What if Taylor thinks that he doesn't know at work Christopher?
I mean,
You guys can get to know each other.
don't give him ideas, Pooja.
Is at work Christopher different than at home Christopher?
No, he's the same Christopher. He loves box sets.
He speaks in third person.
Okay. All right.
All right. We're getting a lot of texts at 981-981. This one I'm going to leave anonymous. There is a name, but I won't say. My horrible boss for sure, so I can get enough dirt on her so that she leaves the store and can be a happy place again like it was before she was inserted and began her tyranny.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sounds like a toxic work situation. I really vibe with this person who texted in, and I feel like this should have been my answer. Chris from Mississauga texting in saying, Leafs management during playoffs. Chris, I feel you. I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to say Leafs management right now because the trade deadline's in 5 days, and I hope to God they're going to start selling off assets, but I don't know if they think they're delusional and they think they're going to go for it. Like, I want to know what's going on.
You want to spy on that?
Yes.
Jenna from Etobicoke writing, my neighbor who somehow gets packages delivered every single day. What are you buying?
Oh, man, there's that person.
Yes.
Why don't we try a call here? Joanne and Maple, who would you spy on and why?
I would spy on my son. He's in grade 2.
Oh.
I would spy on him because at home, he jumps all over the place. It's so hard to get him to do his homework. He's full of beans. But then at school, I hear he works so well, and he loves school, and he sits down. I just want to see him in action.
Wow.
Isn't it interesting? Like, you think you know your kid, right? And then your teacher will tell you something, and you're like, my kid?
Yeah, and I say things like, are you just not telling me because you don't want me to know what's happening in school? And they'll be like, no, he's so good. My kid?
Well, you know what? To me, that says you're a good parent because you've raised a kid who's got levels. He knows when to turn it on, and he knows when he can let his freak flag fly at home.
Good, thank you. At home, yeah, with me.
Yeah, it's because
perfect.
that's how much he trusts you, and he knows that, he's safe at home. So that's why you see that side.
Well, thank you.
Joanne, thanks for the call.
Thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too.
One more for you, Marco in Woodbridge texting in. I want to spy on my wife at Costco. She says she's going for milk. That's a 3-hour documentary.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast
the Daily Double.
with Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, we got 2 stories you need to know. Pooja, what do you got?
So consider this your reminder that we spring forward on Sunday.
Already?
Yeah, it's already that time of year. We are going to lose an hour of sleep, but we can look forward to more daylight. You know the drill. However, after years of officials debating whether or not we really need to keep daylight saving time, it looks like at least one province is putting an end to it.
Ooh, which one?
British Columbia just announced that after they spring forward this Sunday, so they're still going to spring forward on Sunday.
Okay.
This will be the last year that the clocks spring forward. So permanent daylight time will mean the typical falling back with the clocks in November. Not going to happen for them.
Wow.
Okay. There are so many challenges we know that comes with changing the clocks. More car accidents. People are less productive. People aren't feeling well. It disrupts kids' schedules, parents' schedules. There's so many things. BC thinks it's just unnecessary. So why are we doing this? And this came after public consultation. So the people wanted this.
I'm with you, BC.
But now this means they will be on the same time as Alberta for 4 months, November to March.
Mm-hmm.
An hour behind for the rest of the time. Okay, but then they do align for those 4 months with California, Washington, and Oregon. But then they're going to be an hour ahead with those states in the other months.
If the train leaves the station going this speed. Okay, well.
My brain hurts.
Forget the American states. I want to know how it affects us, the center of the universe in Toronto.
So they are just hoping that the U.S. will follow suit. That will make it less confusing. But we're used to them being 3 hours behind, right?
Correct. Yep.
So for now, that's still the case. But come November, they will be 2 hours behind.
Okay. And then they'll always be either 2 hours behind or 3 hours behind, depending on where we are, because we're still springing forward and back. Hey, Ontario, do the same.
Yeah.
Let's get aligned. I mean, this is useless. And
Ontario
it just causes problems.
They said like when Quebec does it, and if in the U.S. New York does it, then they'll do it.
Wow. So we're not followers. We're not leaders. We're followers. Come on, man.
Maybe we gotta.
Somebody's gotta
take a note from BC. There you go.
Game of chicken here. Okay.
What do you got?
Okay. This is a story from a couple of years ago, but it's back in the news. Remember when Justin Timberlake was arrested in June of 2024 for DUI.
Oh, and the officer famously didn't know who he was?
That was the best part. I'm going to get to that. Yes. Okay. So this was in Sag Harbor, New York. He eventually pleaded guilty after initially saying he didn't do anything wrong. He was ordered to pay a $500 fine. Yay, $500 for a big superstar, and 25 hours of community service. Well, now his lawyers are petitioning to prevent the release of body cam footage.
There was body cam footage?
There was body cam footage, and under the Freedom of Information law, somebody made a request for this to be released. So, you know, if he was a regular civilian, not a celebrity, this is something people can request. It's been requested. His lawyers are saying, no, I want to read you part of this petition. Quote, public dissemination of this footage would cause severe and irreparable harm to Timberlake's personal and professional reputation, subject him to public ridicule and harassment, and serve no legitimate public interest, end quote. His lawyers say, okay, now I want to see what's on this body cam footage.
No.
Irreparable damage. What did he do?
And does he even remember?
So he claimed at the time he only had, quote, one martini, but police reported his eyes were glassy and bloodshot. He also refused to take a chemical test. Really? Was it that bad? He only had one martini, and whatever he did was bad enough that he doesn't want it coming out. He famously, Pooja, the arresting cop, didn't know who he was, and reportedly something to the effect of, he said, this is going to mess up the tour. And the officer said, what tour? And he goes, the world tour. So, even if it's just that interaction, we all need to see it. Sorry, Timberlake.
We all need to see it? Really?
We all need to see it. And I'm sorry, you want to talk about irreparable damage to his reputation? Well, guess what? Driving drunk, that could have caused irreparable damage to many a person.
This is true. He's lucky it didn't end up far worse than what it was.
Let's see this body cam footage.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.